passing on a story that was shared with me by a very good friend of mine, whom I've always held in high regard, and still do. Tremendous amount of character and passion and even zest for life. Well, until he began to share his story. My friend shared with me that the partying I saw and I thought we were having on just a very basic level had more going on in the background. He said during those moments he was trying to dance away from the things that had haunted him for so many years. And I said, what do you mean? He said, I've always lived in pain. And I said, what do you mean by you've always? He said, well, not I'd always lived in pain. And I said, say more. He said, well, it took me, I guess, unpacking it to better understand what was going on. He said, well, I was a substance abuser. I said, substance? He said, I had a couple of substances. I said, like what? He said, well, cocaine. Cocaine was my drug of choice. I didn't mess with anything more serious than that. And I said, continue. He said, alcohol. I started out loving Hennessy, and I switched over to vodka because I could hide some of my truths. He said the scent of Hennessy gave you away yards before you ever even approached the people you were going to greet or who may intercept you. And I listened. He said, but that was a continuation of trying to mask the pain. I said, and what was the pain? He said, well, some I created. I said, what do you mean some you created? He said, I'm a slicer. I said, slicer? He said, yeah, I go a little beyond cutting. I find an area and I wear it out. Luckily, I didn't get anything infected as he continued. I said, a cutter? He said, yes. When I didn't feel the pain physically and only mentally, it made sense when I added the physical cutting that grew into just slicing. I inflicted pain on myself because of the pain I felt in my mind. I said, what do you mean? He said, I have tried to give this up 3 times. And I said, where are you now? I'm 10 years into number 4. I said, what do you mean by 10 years into number 4? He said, the first 3 times, everybody told me how well I had done to overcome my demons, that they forgot to tell me I was the demon. I said, what do you mean? He said, it was so much a part of me, how can I deny it? So I had to put it out. I said, what do you mean? He said, those first 3 times, each time I talked myself into a solution. It was brilliant, but it was temporal. I said, why? He said, because I didn't address my pains. And I said, so others listening to you, how would they benefit from this? He said, I didn't listen to my pains. Listen to your pains. That's where your journey comes. I said, what? Your journey comes from understanding your pain. You're distancing yourself from it. But if you have not fully acknowledged it and acknowledged which aspects of it prosper within you, you haven't taken the time to master the pain. Stop inflicting pain. Oh, and more importantly, stop blaming yourself. What? It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault that you grew up poor. It wasn't your fault that you were of a different race. It wasn't your fault that you prefer country over city, it wasn't your fault that you didn't feel so pretty. It wasn't your fault. You have to learn to be. And in order to learn to be, you have to learn to accept. You got to learn to accept every aspect of you. When you can do that, the pain will be removed. You're accepting you, flaws and all. And I explained, I got it. I got it. He said, but you didn't hear me. He said the first 3 times, brilliantly laid out plan. But who did it? I did it without understanding my pain. On number 4, I stopped listening to me. That's why I don't go around talking about this. I don't go around talking about this. And I said, what does that mean? He said, when people ask me how I was able to overcome, I simply say, it's 10 years and I'm still overcoming. I'm distancing myself from the demons. I acknowledge that they're there. It's when you don't, that's when they start to find their way back. Slowly, but unfortunately, quite surely.